What is up? We have got a random versus Terran for you guys today. Once again, I'm going up against bbreed, and unfortunately for him, I have spawned as my main race of Zerg. Gonna let him know. He's not gonna be too happy to read that, but I'm gonna do some weird stuff. Give him a chance at the game. Last time I went straight Roach Ravager, and it got kind of close at certain points, but I did ultimately walk away with the victory. This time, what am I gonna do? I'm not too sure yet.
We cannot grow there.
Maybe I'll just go nothing but Hydras. How about that? Hydras, not the greatest units by themselves. They do good damage, and they hit both ground and air, but that's kind of all they do. They have very low HP, they're pretty slow off creep, and generally you need some kind of backup with them. So maybe I'll go for pure Hydras. I think that's gonna be the play, and not sure how that's gonna work out for me. Of course, I will also get
Not enough minerals. Swarm is under siege.
drones, queens, overlords, and I blew this guy in way too deep. Gonna end up losing that.
A new queen has
Pretty big error on my side.
harvest more
Not
minerals.
sure
Not enough
why I did that,
Harvest more
that
minerals.
is unfortunate.
Energy is too low.
I'm gonna get my layer real quick
Energy
because I need
need more minerals.
Hydras
Enough
ASAP.
minerals.
And for now, queens are gonna be my defense.
A queen.
Gonna get another queen.
Energy is too low.
And I'm floating a lot of gas right now. Not sure why I got so much gas. Can pull 2 drones off gas, maybe,
Of energy.
and continue to get more queens. And I have no scouting information after losing that overlord. It would be nice if I could make Zerglings to scout, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go pure Hydras,
Energy.
and let's see how that plays out for me. Get some more queens.
Energy is a queen rises.
Gotta spread this creep. Very important.
Need more minerals. Out of energy.
And I should get Overlord speed to get some scouting information. It's more of an overseer.
Energy is
Send it to go
too-
scout.
A new queen has
And
emerged.
more queens. Got my first Hydras out on the map. That's nice.
More
Oh my god, the supply
needed.
block. And where's that overseer? Go, go, go.
Of
Send this
energy.
little changeling in.
No.
Spread more creep out on the third. Very important to know where he's coming from.
Evolution complete. A queen rises.
And let's see what we can see. Just some bio units. Whoa!
Is under siege. We have
And
evolved. Now we
what I need to
collect.
know is he gonna go for that
Out
Zerg
of
killer build he
energy.
likes to go for?
Swarm is under siege.
Looks like kinda yes, so I wanna get some more units.
Harvest more minerals. We cannot grow.
Uh-oh.
Great tumor is under attack.
What is he doing?
We require overlords.
And I'm supply blocked once again. That's a bit of a disaster.
Need more minerals.
Queens and Hydras, that's all I got.
Queen rises.
Go, Queens, go!
Evolution complete.
And he has a lot of stuff! Oh my god!
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Oh my god! I'm gonna lose.
Not enough Vespene.
Not enough
Swarm
Vespene
is
gas.
under siege. No, it cannot be. A new queen. Must
Oh my
acquire
god, rallying
Vespene
my units
gas.
to their death.
Energy is too low. Out of energy.
I think I'm gonna lose.
Not enough Vespene. Swarm is under
Yeah, he is
siege.
on top of my production. Not much I can do with my units trickling out.
Base is under
Now I lose my layer as well, and
is under
looks like it's gonna be the GG. Alright, went for a silly pure Hydra build last game. Didn't work out. This game, let's get a revenge.
not enough minerals.
Once again, I am Zerg. Gonna let him know. And yeah, gonna play a little bit more standard this game.
Overlords. More overlords. Overlords.
Kind of get the feeling he wants to cheese. Let's actually scout for that. Okay, that's a kind of normal timed SCV, so maybe he's not cheesing.
Harvest more minerals.
No barracks in sight. Guess he's not up to anything.
That is not a place where we can thrive.
Alright, what am I gonna do? Let's actually send this guy to get a quick third. A very quick third, actually. I'm gonna pull a little bit off gas just because I want more minerals. So hopefully I can get my 2 queens on time. And there they go. And then we can put a drone back on gas. Don't need that much gas right now. Get a single pair of Zerglings and more drones.
More minerals.
He is getting his expansion. That's good to see. Get my speed going.
Not
And let's not get supply blocked again. Gonna inject in the main, drop a creep tumor on the natural, and continue making queens. Send these 2 lings to do some scouting.
not enough.
Queen on third as well. And just drone.
Harvest more minerals.
And we need to make sure he's not doing anything crazy. No battle cruisers or anything like that. 4 Marines at the front.
A new queen has emerged. A queen rises. A new queen has
Let's get a few more Zerglings.
Energy is
And I'm supply blocked once again. Not too bad though. And let's see if we can send this Overlord out.
Energy that must go on creep.
Got a handful of lings here. Gonna see what kind of damage we can do. He does have a Widow Mine. A few Widow Mines, so don't really want to engage that. Maybe we can pick off these Marines? Not quite. Maybe? Okay, we got some of those Marines.
We require overlords.
And Overlords, once again,
Energy.
slacken.
Morph that up. We cannot go.
Let's see what he's got. Triggered that Widow Mine, that's nice. Gonna want Banelings soon. Let's see. Okay, trigger another Widow Mine. Let's see if we can get this SCV. No! No, he's being healed up. Well, we are spending his medevac energy, at least. At least there's that. Get some more lings. I feel like he's coming soon. And macro has been really poor lately.
That is not a place where we can thrive.
Oh, he's unburrowing. Is he moving out? Let's see.
Swarm is
Yep, indeed. Let's get my...
insufficient gas.
Ooh, can we get this Widow Mine? Nice, nice. We need some... Overseers.
Energy is creep. Tumor is under attack.
Oh no! Oh no! Where are my lings? And this is getting dicey.
Mutation complete.
I'll actually lose my natural, which is not good, obviously. Oh no! Not my beans! Good thing he kept my Baneling nest alive, but does that matter?
Complete. Swarm is under
Oh my goodness.
A queen rises. Swarm
Gonna end up losing again? This is crazy! Okay, might end up holding, but at what cost?
A new queen has emerged.
Oh no. Oh no.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Swarm is under siege. It cannot be.
Yeah, this is pretty over. GG. Welcome back. We are switching things up. It's gonna be our yellow Zerg Kevin Lee up against the usual Terran in the green, bbreed. So bbreed is hot off the tail of beating yours truly, Bubbly Frog, twice in a row in a TVZ. So let's see if he can carry that momentum onwards against Kevin. You know, gotta let these guys win once in a while to boost their confidence. bbreed though, his ZVT, typically pretty strong. It is, I would say, his strongest matchup. I think he had like a 80% win rate or something last season. Don't know about this season, but it is quite impressive. Kevin, of course, is a known aggressive rushy boy. Not going to be going for any kind of 12 pull or anything like that, which he's kind of strayed away from in this matchup. But don't be mistaken, he will go for some kind of rush, whether it's a Bane Bust or a Muta Rush or some kind of Nidus. We'll have to wait and see what he decides to go for, but his bag of tricks is very deep. Now bbreed, perhaps anticipating some kind of aggression, getting his low ground wall very early, setting up a bunker right away. And I would have preferred to see this bunker on the inside, just so there's less surface area for lings or anything else to hit. But it is a full wall off. Lings will not be able to squeeze through. However, a Baneling Bust can still find success. Now Kevin, he is continuing to mine gas after his initial 100 for the speed, but no Baneling Nest or anything. So I would expect a lair shortly, but he does have the money, not throwing down a lair. Now he starts the lair as well as a roach warren at the same time. Gonna also be getting his second gas. So what is this gonna be? Maybe a burrow movement roaches. But bbreed, he can usually anticipate mutas, which would cause him to throw up missile turrets, which would also provide vision for the burrowed roaches. So I'm not sure if the burrow would be the best idea. Of course, we don't even know if that's coming yet. But bbreed does have his second base now. He is morphing that into an orbital. Kevin only now starting his third, getting his roach speed, and indeed there it goes, the burrow. Now sometimes you see players get a double roach warren so they can get both upgrades at the same time, just to hit like a crisper, faster timing. Kevin not going to be doing that, of course, this game, with the only one singular roach warren. So he's going to have to wait for this speed to finish, and then he can start the tunneling claws upgrade. And that's going to give bbreed some time, as we do see he is throwing up that missile turret, and he doesn't have any scouting, so like I said, it's just an anticipation for mutas, which of course aren't coming, but it still helps against burrowed roaches. And bbreed also gonna be going for banshees. And it flies right into the overseer. They kind of bump into each other in the air. So Kevin knows that banshees are on the field. There is no cloak, however, so it's just going to be an air harassment unit, I suppose. He's getting a second one, and let's see what this banshee is going to be able to accomplish. I don't think it will be able to do a whole lot, as the spore crawler is already ready. And bbreed's gonna fly in. Actually gonna find a safe angle here. Gonna be able to get 2 drones. Takes a couple hits from the queen and the spore crawler. Gonna get out of there. And hey, that's free damage pretty much. Second banshee gonna join up as well. And now Kevin, he is also going for the Hydra Den and an infestation pit. That's kind of interesting. Is that just for a fast hive or what? We do not see the hive starting just yet, so kind of curious what the infestation pit is for. Now these 2 banshees being annoying, clearing up some creep. It's actually a very underrated use. Clear up the creep, which denies vision. It slows down the Zerg units. It's absolutely something you should be focusing on if you have the time and attention for it. Now I'm gonna go back home, maybe get a little repair going. This one banshee, pretty low. Could use some TLC, get it healed up. But not sure why these Marines are here. Once again, bbreed with his odd rally points. Likewise, a Thor just chilling at the top of the ramp. And very low worker counts out of both players. This is kind of the effect that Kevin has. He just kind of forces you to be defensive. Don't really know what's coming. You know something aggressive is probably coming, but you're just forced to sit back. bbreed hasn't been able to land his 3rd yet. He's been focusing a lot on defenses, so worker count gonna suffer just a little bit. He's gonna be moving out with a handful of Marines. Not sure what this little attack force is for. It's a bunch of Marines, a single medevac, and a single banshee. Kind of weird. Meanwhile, this Thor is chasing a overseer. And looks like bbreed's just gonna hang out in the middle of the map once again. Another handful of units hanging out back at home, not really joining the party. And behind this, Kevin has gone for his lair. He has gotten a lurker den. He is getting those lurker upgrades, those very important upgrades. Lurkers by themselves, fresh out the box, they're not that great. Their range is low. They take a long time to burrow. But once you get these upgrades, the adaptive talents as well as the seismic spines, causes them to burrow and unburrow very quickly. And of course, the seismic spines extends their range to, I think, 9? Or is it 10? I don't forget. I mean, I don't remember, but it's very good. First lurker's gonna be morphing in, and bbreed, his little attack force doesn't look that scary. He's gonna go in. The lurkers are ready. They're gonna burrow, and bbreed is gonna have to back away and come up with something new. But He's kind of sticking around, needs to unsiege and go home, or else this entire army is at risk. Gonna drop a scan, spot everything, and he's actually gonna stick around. And this one tank is able to survive, and that's gonna be helpful. But looks like bbreed is now abandoning that position. Trying to rotate around, but a single lurker in the natural gonna be enough of a deterrent. Dropping another scan, gonna be able to get one, I think, lurker. But they just unburrow so quickly, and Kevin is going to collapse onto this army, and poof, there it goes. It has just vanished into thin air. Supply down to 79, 76 now for the Terran player. Meanwhile, Kevin sitting pretty at 158. bbreed trying to go for a bit of a drop with some of these units. But one medevac of units, not that scary. Meanwhile, Kevin going for a full-on counterattack, and GG gets called. And Kevin is going to take a very convincing game number 1. Welcome back. We are switching up the matchup. It's going to be the same players, but different races. It is the yellow Terran Kevin Lee up against the orange Protoss bbreed. So Kevin won a very dominant ZVT, and bbreed just didn't want to play the matchup anymore, called for a race switch. So here we are, PVT. Let's see how this one goes. bbreed, he is a fan of the proxy starport, but Kevin should be aware of that. So will bbreed continue to go for that? Will Kevin scout for that? That's gonna be one of the main things to look out for. Both players gonna be building their buildings on the low ground. bbreed sending out an initial probe. And where is it gonna go? Looks like just gonna be a scout for now. But it can back out and place a proxy pylon somewhere later on. For now, just gonna be annoying. Kind of tickle the SCVs that are building. It does delay the second supply depot just a little bit, not the end of the world, because Kevin is he has more than enough supply, but just being annoying. Kevin gonna be starting his first Reaper, and bbreed does not have anything just yet. Cybernetics core only about halfway done. So Stalker not going to be ready, and this Reaper could find a lot of damage. And we've seen this before. We've seen the Reaper get 6-7 kills, and bbreed still managed to win in the end, so not necessarily an indicator of how the game's going to turn out, but one thing's for sure, if you lose 6 probes, you're not going to be happy about it. Now let's see how this Reaper does. Gonna hop in, gonna get the first probe very quickly. Let's see if he will find a second. Yes, he will. How about a third? Yup. Now the Stalker is out. The Reaper probably can't stick around too much longer. Can he get away? Oh, one shot! And down he goes. 4 probes. I think that was worth it. Of course, ideally he would have liked to save it. But 4 probes, that's good damage. As we see, bbreed down at 20 workers to the 23 of Kevin, who is floating a lot of minerals. Focusing a little too much on the micro, perhaps. But he does have his stim on the way. He's getting some additional barracks as well as a factory. Does have an engineering bay as part of his wall, so he could start upgrades, but not doing so. And bbreed not going to be going for a Stargate. In fact, going to be going for the robotics facility in his main base. So no proxy shenanigans this time around. And I wonder if there's some kind of mind games going on. Maybe Kevin, anticipating Stargate, is going heavy on the Marines, which he does have 3 barracks, 2 reactors. And maybe bbreed, anticipating Marines, is going for the Robotech. Robotics bay on the way, which probably means Colossi, which are the natural predator of Marines. Kevin once again not getting his orbital command, only just now starting it, but it's a few minutes late. And he's also getting Cyclones? Don't really see that every day. But Cyclones are quite good at just locking on to those high value targets and quickly bursting them down. Of course, you probably want to get that upgrade, what is it called? The high sec auto tracking? Is that it? No, that's for the Ravens, I think. I don't know. It's the Cyclone upgrade, which causes them to do more damage versus, I think, armored units. Not 100% sure off the top of my head, but it does make them better. Now Kevin gonna be sending a singular Cyclone out across the map. Gonna lock onto that probe and kill it, but that's probably all it can accomplish. I'm just gonna drive on home, it looks like. Robotics bay is complete, but we don't see any... There we go, now we do see the Colossus starting. Can't forget about the Thermal Lance upgrade though. Hopefully bbreed starts that soon. He's also getting a Twilight Council now. I wonder if that's going to be for upgrades, or is it going to be for High Templars or Dark Templars? All of those are an option now. 2 Cyclones once again. Trying to be a little cheeky. Loses 1 for practically free. I'm not sure what this low cyclone number harassment strategy is. Kevin looks like he is gearing up for a drop and then quickly unloads, so I'm not sure what that's all about once again. bbreed does have his third up and running. He has probed up to a nice healthy 56, whereas Kevin's still sitting on 37. But the army supply much better for Kevin. And oh, bbreed rallying a few stalkers to their deaths. And this Bioforce gonna be pretty uncontested. This third base gonna have to be forfeit. A few Protoss units show up. This one Big Daddy Colossus, can he be the saving grace? Kevin stims in deep and picks off the Colossus. And he's going to ignore the third, instead going straight for the throat. Is this going to be the kill move? Second Colossus not being microed, going to fall as well. And what does bbreed have left? Not a whole lot. He's desperately trying to chrono boost his third Colossus. But is that going to be enough? 28 probes have gone down. Colossus comes out. And it's all going to be about the micro of this one Colossus. He cannot lose that Colossus, but he does. And GG gets called. Kevin is going to take the 2-0 lead. Welcome back. We are running back the same matchup. TVP between our yellow Terran Kevin Lee, and this time spawning in the red, our Protoss player bbreed. So a bit of an unfortunate move out last game, losing a few stalkers right off the bat. Then his Colossus weren't in position to defend. We pulled them back. Micro wasn't there to keep them alive. I do think bbreed had enough to hold, but he was just out of position. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. He had a nice probe lead. He had 3 bases. He had the higher tech with those Colossus. It was just unfortunate timing, perhaps. Second game for this matchup, this TVP matchup. We'll see if either player changes things up. Is bbreed gonna go for his proxy starport? Is Kevin gonna go for his cloaked banshees? We shall see, as bbreed this time going to be throwing down his buildings in his main base, not going for any type of wall. Of course, not very necessary in this matchup, but oftentimes you'll see players go for it anyways, just to block perhaps Hellions from running in, or an early scout of any sort. Kevin, he is going for a wall in the low ground himself. And Reaper gonna pop out. This time, bbreed should have a Stalker in time as he chronos that out. Reaper gonna take the long way around as he is scouting for the aforementioned proxy stargates, which is non-existent, at least for now. And now the Reaper gonna be making its way up into the main base of the Protoss player, but Stalker is ready. I'm gonna get 2 shots off on the Reaper right off the bat, and I don't think this Reaper will find any damage. Can he escape with his life, however? Looks like... Oh, yes, he is gonna get away. So at least there's that. Keeps the Reaper alive, and it can be used to scout later on. And now Kevin, he is going for double factory behind this. Are we going to see some kind of mech play? As he's starting to get a single Hellion, and another one right behind it. But mech, not something you see every day in this matchup. It's probably less effective compared to Bio. And of course, Hellions don't really do much against Stalkers. So this one Stalker, being a nuisance, gonna get a good amount of damage, even picking off one of those Hellions. But first Stalker does fall. Second Stalker shows up, and is he going to be able to find more damage with this one? Cyclone on the way, and once that pops out, it's going to put an end to this Stalker harass. Can bbreed keep this Stalker alive? He does get the second Hellion, which is nice, but is this Stalker going to be able to get away? I do think a Cyclone out paces it, as we do see it. Catches up, fires a shot, and then chases once again. So this Stalker most likely going to go down. Boom! There it goes. You do see the corpse of that Stalker there. Reaper gonna jump back in, go for some scouting, maybe get a probe or two. Yep, does get one. Second probe escapes into the gas and is gonna get away. And is this Reaper gonna get away? Some Stalkers in the natural going to cut it off. So nicely done there from bbreed, who was sitting up at 36 probes to the 29 SCVs. Kevin continuing to make Cyclones. Very odd choice. But Cyclones do bonus damage against armored, I believe, which are Stalkers. So Cyclones could be very effective against this composition of bbreed, who is floating quite a lot of money. He was up at 1,000 just a few seconds ago. Now he has produced some stuff, but still, once again, getting up there. 800 minerals. Looks like bbreed gearing up to take a third. While Kevin with another factory going down. He is fully going mech, but it's not your grandfather's mech. It's not tanks and Thors. It is the new retro mobile mech. Typically we see Hellions along with Cyclones, but in this case it's just going to be Cyclones, at least for now. Few Stalkers going to move out into the middle of the map and find that one random Cyclone. They do get it. Nice pick off there. And these three Stalkers look like they want to try to be heroes. Don't think that's a good idea up against these 7 Cyclones. But both players going to be taking their third now. Looks like bbreed moving out with a sizable Stalker force. A 3, not that scary. But 17, that is a little bit scary. These Cyclones, once they get a lock on, they do a lot of damage, but they are forced to back up. That is a little too many Stalkers. They're going for the fight, actually, getting clogged up in that little hole. 5, 6 of the Cyclones going down, and Kevin forced to pull the boys. It's not going to be enough. GG gets called, and bbreed gonna get a little bit of revenge. Alright, welcome back. This is... what number game is this? 4? Game number 4? Between these two players. Once again, a TVP between the yellow Terran Kevin Lee and our blue Protoss, bbreed. So bbreed got himself a point on the scoreboard last game with a pretty straightforward Stalker attack. Kevin tried to be cute with mass Cyclones and didn't quite work out. Cyclones kind of expensive. He only had, I think, 7 at the time of the attack. And yeah, just lost to the Stalker attack. Typically do want some meat shields in front of your Cyclones, and that's usually Hellions. Both units come out of the factory. One is heavier on the minerals, so it kind of just makes sense. Game number 4 gonna be played on Blackburn, one of the stranger maps. It's you don't see the diagonal spawns. Instead, both players spawning at the bottom corners of the map. The map is, of course, symmetrical over the y-axis. And there are these gold bases that do sometimes come into play. bbreed gonna be going for a proxy pylon this game in this third location. He has used this position before. Don't know what it is about this map. I guess he just likes this on this map. And will Kevin scout it? That is the major question. Initial Reaper, not gonna move into that area. So Stargate gonna go down uncontested. Stalker already out on the side of the Protoss, gonna get a few shots off on that Reaper, but quick reaction, gonna pull it back, get it to safety, and bbreed with a nice reaction of his own, pulling the Stalker to intercept and almost gets that Reaper. But no, the Reaper is gonna get away with its life, and it might scout. Yeah, it does scout that shield battery. So the nice play from bbreed actually forces the Reaper back to scout this proxy, and that's gonna give Kevin just a little bit of heads up. And is that going to be enough? The first Void Ray is out. Going to fly right into a Widow Mine. Going to take some big damage, but not going to be enough to kill it, however. One Marine pops out to try to finish the job, but not going to be enough either. But this Void Ray, very bruised up. Going to need to get its shields repaired by that battery, and it does get repaired. Now Kevin trickling out Marines, that is not what you want to do. That's not enough to defend against the Void Ray. Second Widow Mine about to pop out. Is it going to be able to burrow and get that shot off? Yes, it does! Picks off the initial Void Ray and gets some splash damage on the second one. Although it gets healed up real quick by the shield batteries. But that's a very important pickoff, getting one Void Ray. When there's only two, that's 50% of the Void Rays. So, very important Widow Mine there just now with that one kill. And now it has reloaded and it can fire again. Kevin's going to be building his missile turret now. And this position going to be pretty solid for now. Two Void Rays probably not going to be enough at this point. And Kevin going for a counter attack with his 4 Vikings. He's going to land them into the main base of bbreed. And what does he have back at home? Not a whole lot. 10, 13 probes going down. And that's just the start of it. Kevin, he wants more. He's going to fly into the natural base and get some more probes. bbreed pulling them. And this is forcing bbreed to go in. 3 Void Rays, 2 Stalkers. We're seeing some kind of really weird base trade right now. 4 landed Vikings trying to kill the Protoss base. Meanwhile, these 3 Void Rays and 2 Stalkers doing work in the Terran base. Loses 1 Stalker to the Widow Mine. That's a little unfortunate, but it's better to lose the Stalker than the Void Rays. Does lose one of the Void Rays, however, to the missile turrets, and oh my god, that's a lot of missile turrets. I don't think bbreed's going to be able to break this position. But what does he have back at home? Not a whole lot. He only has a few probes mining. 1 Stalker on the defense going to get killed real quick. These 2 Void Rays and 1 Stalker, they do get that expansion, but they can't break the main. So what are they going to do? Stalker going for some of the SCVs, and looks like Kevin preemptively floating his barracks. But the main story are these 4 Vikings. They are gonna get all the probes. Oh my goodness. Void Rays show back up, and the Vikings just gonna lift up and ooh, loses 1. Bit of a mistake there. And I wonder if he could have taken the fight, but doesn't go for it. And bbreed, recognizing his situation, gonna tap out, and Kevin's gonna take it 3-1.